Hello guys, very good morning. Today I'm coming with a very clear troubleshooting for PSP1000, the Phat model. I have a PSP1000 here. It's not booting whatever I do. It's not at all booting and I'm facing a lot of problems. So let me show you what's happening if I connect my battery. Nothing happens. The power LED glows and nothing happens. I can't use anything. It doesn't power off. It doesn't power on. Everything is stuck. Okay. So for this thing, we need to resolve this issue. So once again, welcome to Unbricking Chronicles. Today, PlayStation Portable 1000 the Phat model troubleshooting, including Pandora battery, how to downgrade the software and how to unbrick this particular PlayStation Portable. Thing is working. Our LED is glowing. So let me remove the battery. So that's about it. So let us try to resolve this issue. For this, I have an extra battery, Ostent. One more battery I have. This is the Sony original battery. I have it. I need to convert to Pandora battery so that we can use this Pandora battery to boot directly from the memory stick, where I can upgrade my NAND flash device. So let us grab another PSP, which is a working one, so that I can show you the tutorial how to create a magic memory stick along with the Pandora battery. Both are required collectively to work. So this is the original Sony battery, guys. Original Sony battery, and this is the Ostent high capacity battery, 2200 milliamps. And of course I have a micro SD card, couple of SD cards which I can convert to a magic memory stick. So let me quickly switch on the other PSP and let me show you how to power it on and how to create the magic memory stick, followed by setting up the Pandora battery. Okay, so all set guys, so let's start. So I have an adapter, PSP adapter with the micro SD. There's a micro SD card, I have put it inside. So let us try to insert in my spare PSP. And let's connect the battery now. I will connect the high capacity battery. Okay, and I'm going to power it on. There are some tools which we can use to inject to create a magic memory stick. Let me first power it on. So once you power it on a working PlayStation Portable 1001 model, so it's booting right now. So I have put some tools. Right now I'm on ARC 4 on this PlayStation, which is working fine. I'll show you. Right now I'm using, if you go to system information, system settings, then if you go to system information, battery information, and then system information, 6.61 ARC 4 I'm using, which is a custom firmware. So I've got some tools here. If you go to the memory stick, so this is the key cleaner with incorrect keys. If you're having any ID storage problem, you can correct it. This is the information tool to know more about your PlayStation Portable, which version it is. And this is a ROM flasher, recovery flasher. I am using PSP tool. This is a very wonderful tool. So let me click that. So this will help you to create a Pandora battery and also create a magic memory stick. So let to go to memory stick options. Here you can see create magic memory stick. It will give you all the options, different softwares I can use, right from the original 1.5 to 5.00 M334. Okay, you need to have the ROM files, the boot files saved on the memory sticks, the PBP format. So when I click this, it's going to create creator alert firmware compatibility T86 version 2 and older. I click on back. The memory stick software already exists, okay, because I already used this memory stick to create the installation. But anyway, we'll overwrite the installation of creating the magic memory sticks. When I click yes, it starts creating the memory stick. It converts this memory sticks into a IP device which can be booting from a Pandora battery. I can boot into this memory stick. Great, isn't it? So right now, even I can test any firmware without actually setting up the firmware on the PSP. So a lot of options are available. Let's see. So right now I'm creating the magic memory stick. Over here, as you can see, it is creating the magic memory stick. It takes a while. There are a lot many files that are getting installed, but please ensure you need to have a working PlayStation Portable device to create a magic memory stick using PSP tools. Okay. So right now it is saving all the updated modules. So you can use this memory stick along with the Pandora battery, the Sony Pandora battery. This battery has got a EEPROM chip, which will override the serial number to allow the battery to boot directly to the memory stick, so that I can directly boot to the memory stick, and then you can be able to recover. For example, right now it is saying, do you want to set the battery serial? I will click no because I'm using Ostent battery. So let's click no. Press and hold the keys you want to use. I'll use the left trigger. So it has registered now. Magic memory stick has been created. Congratulations guys. So let's go back to the previous menu. Now battery options, right? We need to change the battery. So I need to remove the battery. So I'm going to connect the AC adapter. Then even if I remove the battery, it's not going to fail. Okay. So let's remove the battery. Okay. Oops, I think it has powered off the device. Not a problem. So let us see. Again, we will try to power it on and okay, let's try to power it on again. So I'm going to run the PSP tool one more time. Ideally, it should not power off, but let's see. These are very old devices, guys. Very tough to troubleshoot. I'm going to PSP tool once again. Okay. Now I go to battery options. Now let us first shut down. Let's change the battery, okay? Let's try to boot it again. So right now I'm using ARC 4 6.61. I'm using this PlayStation to create a Pandora battery so that we can restore the other PlayStation Portable easily. Now I'm going to memory stick. Now click on PSP tool one more time. Let us see if we are able to troubleshoot that, guys. So we got the option, battery option, convert to normal battery, auto boot, check the battery serial. Right now it has got a battery serial number, normal battery. Let's see if I remove whether it will fail or it will work. We have to see. Okay, right now the charging port is on. Let us remove the battery, guys. Okay, there seems to be some loose connection, but let's try. Okay, so I removed the battery. I'm going to insert the Sony original battery, guys. So now let us, as you can see here, now we have to go to convert to service mode battery. So first There are multiple options, right? Restore battery serial, restore battery RAM backup, check battery. So ideally it should be serial all Fs so that it can be working as a Pandora battery. Okay, this is already a Pandora battery, but I'll show you how to create. So convert to service mode battery. It's saying already there is a Pandora battery, no need to change the battery serial. So ideally when you click that, ideally when you click that, it goes to convert to service mode battery. So just ensure your battery serial is 0 all Fs and so on. So let us go back to our PSP device and let's see how we can boot it. So now I am on my PlayStation. Now it has got the power cord. Normally without pressing the power button, the moment I insert the battery, it powers on. Okay, but nothing is happening. You need to press the left trigger. So I am pressing the left trigger and then I am inserting the battery. Now it's going to power on in a short while. Let's see guys whether it will work or not. There seems to be some problem. Now it seems to be working. I got this particular menu. As you can see, install file M33 custom firmware, official firmware, land operation, hardware info, test M33, shutdown, reboot. So any brick device, once you have the Pandora and the memory stick inserted, the magic memory stick, this menu will come. So ideally you need to install the M33 custom firmware, then you can easily upgrade to ARC4. Okay, so now let me show you how to work on this. So let us test. As I told you, right now this PSP is booting directly from Pandora battery and directly to the memory stick. Let's connect the AC adapter just in case. Okay, so I just connected the AC adapter. Now let me test the M33. When I click on M33, it's going to boot directly from the memory stick, the entire operating system guys. This is amazing to test the hardware functionality of your PSP. So right now it is saying some time setting. So right now this entire OS is booting from the memory stick. Okay, so let me change the theme color. The color seems to be tough to read. Okay, this is better. So right now this entire interface you are seeing is from the memory stick itself. System information, you can see 5.00 M33 Pandora. Pandora is your Pandora battery. Now I can go to my memory stick. I can do anything. I can do all the executions. I can run the PSP tool. Again, if I want to convert my Sony battery back to normal, I can do that as well. Okay, so that's the way it is. Now let us shut down it. Let us shut down. And now let's press the left trigger and then power on. So it won't work like that, right? Let us see. Okay, it worked. So here you can install M33, NAND operations, hardware info. I can see all the details about my PlayStation. Shutdown, reboot. So ideally, when you want to unbrick, just click on install 5.00 M33. So once you do that, you can easily install the latest version pretty easily to the ARC4. So when I click that, it's going to load. Right now it is formatting this particular PlayStation directly at the chip level. So it's going to install the M33 5.00 version, which is a custom firmware. Then I can easily install it to ARC4 in later stage. So right now successfully I'm unbricking my bricked PlayStation Portable 1001 model. So it is right now flashing files. This will take a while. Just ensure the AC adapter is connected, the battery is connected, the Pandora battery. Please note, Pandora battery you can only create with the original Sony system, Sony battery only. You cannot use any other third-party batteries. If you are lucky, you can get the Sony battery somewhere, on eBay, or someone who sells the Sony original batteries. So I'm flashing the files at the motherboard level right now. So whatever bricked PSP is going to unbrick it now, because I'm installing a custom firmware M33 5.00 version from the memory stick itself. So it is flashing files right now. So once it is done, you will be able to see the entire operating system will be running directly from the Sony PlayStation chip. So I'm going to reboot now. So let us boot now. So it's able to boot now directly from the Sony. We are able to unbrick it successfully. That's great, guys. Let us see what is the version right now. It's showing. It's taking a while. If you go to settings, let's see what is the version that we are using. So we have successfully unbricked our PlayStation Portable. Okay, right now I'm on 5.00 M33 version 4. So ideally now we are going to update to the latest version, guys. So now if I want to convert my battery back to normal, I can do that. I can run the PSP tool one more time and just make the battery as normal battery. But I would suggest have two batteries, one like Ostent battery and one the Sony original battery. So if I go to battery options, I can convert. Right now we'll check the battery serial and you can see 0 all Fs. This is the service mode battery. I can convert to normal battery, but again, let's keep this battery handy. Next time when you have a bricked PlayStation Portable, you can easily unbrick it using this process, guys. That's good process. So if I go to memory stick options, so this is the most important step, create magic memory stick. That is the most important step, guys. Okay, so now let us exit this program. So now let us move to the normal battery, because this battery will not power on the device as it should. You need to press the left trigger, then only it powers on the device. Directly it goes to the menu, the boot menu. So right now I am in. Nice, it's able to restore to old version. Now in this memory stick, I already have copied the ARC loader and PSP update 6.61. So I'm going to update to the latest version. So just to click on that. So right now I'm updating, I've unbricked my PSP, updating from 5.00 M33 version 4 to the latest Sony firmware, that is 6.61. So I already have copied the boot files in this memory stick, so I'm able to run this installer to 6.61. So as you can see here, start. Now when I click accept, now it is going to install the latest firmware, the official firmware of 6.61. So basically from custom firmware we are going back to the official firmware of Sony 6.61. So the first step of unbricking, you need to have a magic memory stick along with a normal Sony battery which is converted to Pandora using the PSP tools. You need to of course run all these things from a working PlayStation Portable, guys, in order to achieve success. So now I'm installing 6.61, replacing my old firmware 5.00 M33. It's going to take a while. Once it is installed, I would be greeted with the latest version of the firmware, official version, after successfully unbricking the PlayStation Portable 1001 model, guys. Just mind-blowing. 25 years old technologies. Great, guys. Literally great. With the Pandora battery and the magic memory stick, on the fly I can change my firmwares. I can unbrick a bricked PlayStation Portable, or I can downgrade, upgrade my firmware very seamlessly. So let's say if I face any bugs in my old version, I can update to the latest version. So by the way, the Sony software official is 6.61. Homebrew communities, they already have ARC 4, which is active development is going on the ARC 4. So now I'm going to install this particular 6.61 firmware. It's going to take 2 to 3 minutes. Once it is installed, we will have the official Sony PlayStation Portable 6.61. Then later they can install the ARC4 and you can play games, legally backed up games, the ISO games and the videos which are legally backed up on your memory stick very seamlessly. This is how you can successfully unbrick a PlayStation Portable 1001 model. Please note this only works for the fat model. The slim model PSP1000 or the light model PSP3000 or PSP Go wouldn't work. Unbricking is different for every PlayStation Portable. So please note, for the PSP1000 you need to create a magic memory stick using PSP tools running on a custom firmware on a working PlayStation Portable, guys, along with the original Sony memory stick, along with the original Sony battery. Now I'm going to reboot. Now we have successfully installed the official version of 6.61. So it's going to take a while. So now it has booted to 6.61. Let us see what is the version it has booted now. Now this is official version of Sony Portable, PlayStation Portable. If you go to System Settings, then I go to System Information, I see 6.61, the official version. Now I am going to upgrade to ARC4. So first I need to click ARC Loader, which will update to ARC. So ARC basically allows you to play legally backed up games, guys. So right now it is loading. As you can see, the loading is completed. Now it's going to power on my PlayStation. So again, now we are going to install permanent flasher. ARC loader is done. Great, guys. So right now ARC loader is done. So let us go to standby. Okay, right now it's in standby, guys. Now I am going to remove this Pandora battery and we will connect for Ostent, followed by then we'll also remove this magic memory stick and we will use our legally backed up memory stick, guys. Okay, remove it. Now let's connect other memory stick, the normal memory stick, right? Okay, now let us try to power it on. Right now we are using 6.61 firmware, the official firmware. We just unbricked it. We installed the custom firmware 5.00 M33 version 4. Now we are going to install the ARC4. So I go to memory stick. I only copied the ARC4, right? So we'll click on the ARC4 loader. So when you don't do a permanent ARC4, you need to do ARC4 loader every time if you want to play any legally backed up games. So now I am just loading the ARC4. Once the loading is completed, we'll be presented to the interface one more time, and then we are going to do the CIPL flasher, which will do a permanent flasher. Now I'm going to open the memory stick. It will take a while. Now CIPL flasher. So this will make my ARC permanent. Successfully we are able to unbrick a PlayStation using a magic memory stick along with a Pandora battery that we have created using PSP tool. PSP tool is a wonderful tool, guys. Available you can search in Google, you will get the latest version. The PSP tool allow you to create a magic memory stick provided you have the 5.00 M33 PBP file, the boot file. Along with you also need to have an original Sony battery with the EEPROM chipset. Okay, let's install this particular permanent CIPL so that whenever I boot, I'll be able to get into ARC4. Arc 4 is actively getting developed, so you get updates on a regular basis, guys. So let's go to, now it is booting my Arc 4 system. Great, guys, isn't it? Just amazing. Just by a combination of magic memory stick along with Pandora battery, I'm able to unbrick, install a custom 5.00 M33 version, and now then later I installed 6.61, the final version, and later on I installed the Arc 4. As I told you, Arc 4 updater, it gives you an option to update Arc 4 whenever new features are getting added. So let's go to system settings. Now I go to system information. You can see it says 6.61 Arc 4 CIPL. Okay, now let us go to your memory stick. I loaded some legally backed up games. So after unbricking it, I am able to boot into the PlayStation 6.61 Arc 4. You can see all my games, guys. Some of the games I've copied. Amazing. Let us start one game. Wow. Works seamlessly, guys. That is how you unbrick a PlayStation Portable. Any questions, leave us the comments. I would love to answer any doubts you might have. So I'm just running NHL, one of the game over here on the PlayStation Portable 1000 model. Really, this PlayStation is built like a tank, guys. Literally a tank. Amazing. Just amazing, guys. See how seamlessly it's able to unbrick it. Now we are running Arc 4 on the motherboard, the PlayStation Portable 1001 model. Great, guys. Just great. Amazing. Do like, share, subscribe to our channel, Himalayan Chronicles. Go to the PlayStation series. You will see lot of tips and tricks, guys. Wow, 25-year-old console able to play this beautiful game, NHL game, guys. Finally, we were able to restore our PlayStation in all its glory. Congratulations, guys. We unbricked the PlayStation Portable. We unbricked and we installed the custom firmware 5.00 M33 version 4 using a magic memory stick along with a Pandora battery. The Pandora battery is very useful, original Sony battery, guys. Using PSP tools, I can create Pandora battery using original Sony battery along with magic memory stick. We use the combination to install M33 version 4 5.00 initially, and then we were able to install Sony official firmware 6.61, and finally we were able to install Arc 4, guys. Just amazing. So like, share, subscribe, Himalayan Chronicles. Thanks for watching. You have a nice day. Thanks a lot.